I was excited to start my new workout routine at the gym, hoping to get in shape for the summer. But my enthusiasm quickly turned to fear when I realized that someone was stalking me. It started with little things, like catching someone watching me from the corner of my eye, or finding my locker slightly ajar after I had locked it. But then, it escalated. I started receiving strange phone calls, and someone would follow me home after my workouts. One night, I was leaving the gym late, and I saw a cop car in the parking lot. I thought it was strange, but the officer inside the car introduced himself and said that there had been a report of a stalker in the area. He offered to give me a ride home, and I gratefully accepted. "Thank you so much for offering to give me a ride, officer. I've been so scared lately," I said as I got into the car. "It's no problem at all. We're just doing our job to keep the community safe," the officer replied with a smile. As we drove, the officer began to ask me personal questions, and I started to feel uncomfortable. "So, where do you live?" he asked. Just a few blocks away from here," I replied, trying to keep my answers vague. "That's nice. Do you live alone?" he continued. My heart began to race. Why was he asking such personal questions? "No, I live with roommates," I lied. As we were driving, he suddenly pulled over to the side of the road and instructed me to stay in the car. "What's going on?" I asked nervously, feeling a knot form in my stomach. "I just need to check something in the trunk," he replied calmly and got out of the car. As he walked to the back, I noticed a hoodie and mask on the passenger seat. It was then that I realized he wasn't actually a police officer, but my stalker in disguise. I quickly exited the car as he slammed the trunk shut. "What are you doing?" he demanded to know, and walked toward me. I just needed some fresh air," I stammered, starting to back away as he approached me. But he wasn't satisfied with my answer. "You're lying," he said, taking another step towards me. "I know you're trying to get away from me." From the corner of my eyes, I saw he was holding a stick. Panic surged through me as I turned and ran as fast as I could. But he was right behind me, chasing me through the dark streets. "Please, just leave me alone," I pleaded, hoping someone would hear me and come to my aid. I screamed, but he didn't stop. I could feel his breath on my neck, and I knew I was in grave danger. But just when I thought it was over, I saw the doors of the gym up ahead. I sprinted inside and locked the doors behind me, feeling safe for the first time in hours. But my relief was short-lived as I realized my stalker was already inside. How did he get here so quickly? I wondered to myself, panic rising in my chest. As he closed in on me, I demanded to know what he wanted from me. "I just want you, sweetheart," he replied with a sickening grin. The fear was overwhelming, and I knew I had to act fast. I ran to the back of the gym, hoping to find a place to hide, but he was already there, waiting for me. He seemed to be everywhere I went. With no other options left, I made the decision to fight back. We clashed fiercely, exchanging blows and grappling for control. My countless hours spent in the gym had paid off. I managed to overpower him and escape his grasp. As I ran for safety, I immediately called the police, the real police. They arrived just in time to apprehend him, and I finally felt a sense of relief and closure. But the fear of what could have happened still lingered, haunting me for days to come. Even though my stalker was finally caught, the memory of the terror I had experienced stayed with me. How could he have moved so quickly, chasing me as I ran for my life? I tried working out to forget about it, but the fear persisted. I carried pepper spray with me everywhere, but it didn't make me feel safe again. One day, as I was walking to the gym, I saw a mom with two beautiful girls with ice cream in their hands pass by me. What a wonderful pair of twins, I thought to myself. But then, the fear and panic rushed back, threatening to overwhelm me. Suddenly, I realized something about my stalker sis.